Nostradamus Predictions for 2022. Nostradamus' prophecies credit him with foreseeing many important events. The seer asserted that the roots of the prediction that he published were based on judicial astrology, which he explains is the astrology of judging or assessing the value of the event. He studied astrology along with a variety of occult sciences and put them together to make his predictions. His first visions were published in the prophecies in the 16th century when Nostradamus had risen from obscurity to a renowned and respected spiritual figure and soothsayer. His quatrains are all cryptic four-line poems which, even after 500 years, our astrologers and scientists are besotted with unscrambling. Though he lived almost all his life in France, he is supposed to have traveled around Italy for 4 years in a state of depression, consequent upon the unfortunate death of his 2 children and wife, when he is supposed to have got this gift for predictions. Things you may not know about Nostradamus. Michel de Nostradamus was born 21 December 1503, in Saint-Rémy de Provence and passed away on the 2nd July 1566. He was an apothecary of French origin and a well-known seer who put into print his compilation of predictions that have become world-renowned ever since. Some of his best-known prophecies were the French Revolution, the Great Fire of London, the death of Princess Diana, Hurricane Katrina, the atomic bomb, and the disaster that struck on 11 September 2001. Nostradamus was a psychic who made use of science to create his forethought. He was even considered as the Prophet of Gloom for the simple reason that his predictions usually had to do with death and fighting. People who believed in Nostradamus and the truth of his predictions are plenty, and several of them feel that about half of all his predictions have already been experienced. Many prophecies are already happening or still to come. One cannot but admire the uniqueness of his predictions made over 500 years ago. Many of his visions have been properly chronicled in what is known as the quatrains of the French seer. Here are some of Nostradamus' predictions for 2022. 1. The US dollar will collapse. The copies of gold and silver inflated, which after the theft were thrown into the lake, at the discovery that all is exhausted and dissipated by the debt, all scrips and bonds will be wiped out. According to Nostradamus' predictions, in 2022, inflation will spiral out of control and the US dollar will collapse and gold, silver and Bitcoin will be considered assets in which it is worth investing more money. 2. Putin will be assassinated in 2022. The great man will be struck down in the day by a thunderbolt, an evil deed foretold by the bearer of a petition. According to the prediction, another falls at night time, conflict at Reims, London, and a pestilence in Tuscany. Russian President Vladimir Putin has survived at least 5 assassination attempts. In 2022, he will die, on a stormy night when he will sail on the sea, and will be struck by lightning. 3. Nostradamus predicts a huge hurricane in France in 2022. The cities of Tours, Orleans, Blois, Angers, Reims and Nantes are troubled by sudden change. Tents will be pitched by people of foreign tongues, rivers, darts at Rennes, shaking of land and sea. A huge hurricane is causing fires, droughts and floods in France and in many parts of the world. A worldwide starvation shall take place. 4. Artificial intelligence will attack human race. Those of Lake Geneva and of Macon, all assembled against those of Aquitaine. Many Germans, many more Swiss, they will be routed along with those of the humane. Your personal computer will be able to simulate the brain power of a small village. Computers with an artificial intelligence human interface will wake up and consider mankind, their creators and masters, to be intellectually inferior. Robots will destroy mankind. 5. Explosion in the Mediterranean Sea east of the Minorca island. 5 and 40 degrees the sky will burn, fire drawing near to the new city, scattered great flame will explode, when the Normans will be tested. Near the Minorca island, in the Mediterranean, the sky will burst, with a great explosion that will spread in the atmosphere, during the test of nuclear warhead, or missile. 6. Asteroid shower will destroy Earth. Geminids meteors December 14, 2022. Very near Auk, Lecture and Mirande, a great fire will fall from the sky for 3 nights. The cause will appear both stupefying and marvelous. Shortly afterwards there will be an earthquake. The quatrain above indicates an asteroid shower befalls the planet. If a big enough rock falls into the ocean, it could cause giant tidal waves that engulf the land and cause major disruption. An earthquake would also cause tsunamis, and untold damage could be caused by rising seawaters. 7. A devastating nuclear bomb will explode in 2022. For 40 years the rainbow will not appear, for 40 years it will be seen every day. The arid earth will grow more dry, and great floods when it will be seen. A nuclear bomb will explode and produce climate changes and changes in the earth's position in the heavens. 8. 3 days of darkness. The year 2022 will bring destruction, followed by peace. A darkness of 72 hours will precede peace. The time of the year may be autumn, for there will be snow on the mountains, but not yet in the lowlands. The sign of the cross will appear in the heavens. The war will end as quickly as it began, and a natural phenomenon will end it. The last battle will be near Cologne. And it will be won by the West. No more modern lifestyle with its conveniences will exist after 3 days of darkness. Whole nations will vanish. 2/3 of mankind will be abandoned by God. Experts on Nostradamus are still unraveling the mysterious pronouncements and how they will affect us in the year 2022 and beyond.